welcome to Talks with Toya. I have the Keyla Richardson with us. How are you doing today, Miss Keyla?
Listen, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I gotta give a shout out. I know early on, my good friend Caroline Inspires is low key jelly. I think because she couldn't watch this afternoon, but she is a huge fan. So as I'm celebrating women in history, I went for Women's History Month. I'm rocking her shirt. Her brand Be Your Mark. As I'm interviewing you because she's like every morning, Toya, I listen to her devotion. I'm listening to her during devotional time. So listen, you are, and my other good friend in North Carolina, she was like, what? You talking to Keyla? I said, yeah, I'm getting to talk to Miss Keyla. Because, Michael kind of surprised us both like, hey, we about to make this happen. So,
shout out to them.
Yes, Gospel Central, Michael Stewart, thank you. And congratulations, right? Because this morning you hit number 4?
4 on Billboard Gospel Indicator charts with Prayer Will Change Things. Man, it's just that song just keep going up and up on the charts, and it's blowing my mind for real. And it's like the closer I guess to get to number 1, the more I get excited about what God is about to do next. Just from having my first single, So Good, go number 1, and now I got my second single is number 4. Man, God is just he's blowing my mind. He's been blessing.
Listen, and it's amazing. Where people were hitting me up today like, what, Keyla? So we are excited to have you with us. I know we are celebrating Women's History Month, so I did a couple of things, but I wanted to ask you, like, how has your transition been from Sunday's Best to now? Like, I know that you were voted off, my understanding, if I recall correctly, because I got to stay caught up. And then now you're like killing the game independently at that. Let's talk about that first of all. Fist bump virtually, but.
Man, listen, ever since Sunday Best, back in, I believe it was 2019, right? So it's been a transit. It's been definitely a journey. It's been a process, man. And everything was, from Sunday Best to now, everything was new for me. Okay. And so I can definitely tell you that God, he ordered my footsteps with just going with Uncle G. We're independent label. Independent.
Shout out to Uncle G.
Yeah, shout out to you, Uncle G. My team, man. It's just like when I went with them, I knew God ordered my footsteps because, I was in between, let me say, management, and people were beginning to reach out to me, and I knew what I wanted, and I knew who I wanted, and so I got in contact with Uncle G from an old friend of mine. Well, he's still a friend of mine actually, but I knew him for so long. Okay. And so he connected us, and man. As soon as I connected with Uncle G, and as soon as we connected, it's like we knew that we were supposed to be the destiny was supposed to be connected, and so even to now, everything that my label and my team they promised me, it's happening. You know what I mean? Wow. And God is just blowing my mind. Uncle G, he's been working so hard to just get me to where I'm at. And just, teaching me how to be an artist. Sunday Best taught me how to be an artist. They told me, they kind of taught me how to be more confident in myself. Because when I went on the show, man, it was new for me. Like, just singing in front of so many celebrities, I was nervous. You know what I mean? And I was like, God, I don't know what you're doing. You got me up here, but, I'm going with the flow. And all I could do was just stay prayed up and just like, God, I know whatever you have for me, it must be something. Even when I got, kicked off, I was number 4. Made the way to number 4, and even when they told me I was going home, I don't know if anybody saw the video, but all I could do was smile because I didn't know what God was getting ready to do, but I knew he was getting ready to do something because he didn't have me on this stage for no reason. Because growing up, I really stayed at my church. I never was the type that just wanted to be ministering elsewhere. I was, very closed in with my gift.
What's your home church? What's your home church?
Right. So, and just like, God, took me from my home church, my small church, to this big old stage. And so it's just like, it was amazing, man. And I'm thankful for the process. I'm thankful for the journey. It has taught me how to work hard, how to become a woman, even just like being with motherhood and, having to deal with business and ministry. It has taught me a lot. It has built me and made me stronger.
Definitely. So what's your home church? Where's your home church located?
My home church is located in my hometown, Pensacola, Florida. I'm actually a PK, so I go to my father's church. So
okay.
Yeah, shout out to the PKs out there.
Right. So I know your daddy was just so happy and so proud.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
but they always talk about, when you take care of home, you the Lord will enlarge your territory. So the fact that you were faithful,
Yes, ma'am.
amen, and the fact like how God has blessed you because of you staying and not being bigger than, like you were okay with doing what was in front of you. And people got to catch that sometimes. You
Yeah.
got to be okay with where you are. So because it's a training ground, like you said, so it prepped you. So when you hit the big stage, it looked like you've always done it to me. Honestly, I would have never known without having this conversation that, you know,
Nobody but God. Nobody but God. And people often say that. They always say it looked like you've been doing it. I have, but just at my home church. And so to go
that
from
that's
this to that, man, I guess that's why they say it's important to serve, to be a servant,
mm,
and to do it with
see,
your whole heart.
you talking now. You talking right now. I hear the PK. We already know what the next step is. I will let your dad handle that because you already go ahead and get your sermon, friend. Get it ready.
Do
Just
that. Don't do
I
that.
don't throw your hands up. It's in you. It's in
Yes,
you.
ma'am. They
It's
tell me all the
plain.
time, but taking my time. I'm taking my time. So
Amen.
whatever God
Amen.
says.
So so you got your start at your home church with your
Yeah.
father's church. Are you still serving there now?
Yes, I still serve at my father's church faithfully every Sunday. I don't try to miss a Sunday unless I have somewhere to go. Ministry wise. But yeah, other than that, I'm there. I'm the praise and worship leader there, and God has been blessing me.
That's a blessing. And then so let me ask this: what obstacles have you faced? One, I know you're an independent artist,
Right.
you're a PK,
Hmm.
and you're also a woman in the gospel industry. What obstacles have you faced?
I can say just like I can say this like throughout just with everything going on and everything happening within the past year. You know, it's been really tough, like emotionally, being in a spot to where we all got to a place to where we couldn't move, we couldn't do nothing. So I think that was the hardest thing for me because just all of this happened in 2019. So my biggest obstacle was I had to stay encouraged. Like I had to stay motivated because the devil
Mhm.
was trying to like attack me on every end, even emotionally. Oh, this is not going to happen. That is not going to
Wow.
happen. But it just showed me that the more the devil tried to attack, the more God was blessing, and the more like he did the things for me, like blowing my mind, as in the single going up on the charts, and getting different news and different stuff just happening, even in my personal life, blessings just overflowing. That was the biggest battle for me. I had to really overcome being in a low place again. Even
Mm,
just coming out of that place on the show, I had went back to the place and had to come out of that place again. And
okay.
so the only way I was able to come out of that low place is just like even though I got to the place again, I didn't want to do anything. I got to the place again, I didn't want to, I'm done. And so, but I had to really just pray and just seek God's face. And he was just showing me that, I just want more time. I just want more of your attention. You know what I mean? And so I had to get back in that place spiritually and mentally to know that God is using me for his glory, and somebody is depending on my gift, and somebody needs what I have. And so all I can continue to do is pour it out. And so that's why I'm at spiritually, just trying to giving God my all, and just letting people know that if God be for you, he's more than the world against you.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Someone says, "Tell your story as you bless others." I have another person on. Mr. Marvin says, "That's a singing woman right
Thank you.
there."
Thank you.
And then my friend I was telling you about, she ended up getting on one of them, Precious from North Carolina. She
Hey,
said,
Precious.
oftentimes, non-Sunday best winners turn out to be more exposed than those that win. We all love you, Keyla. So
Thank you so
listen,
much.
and I wasn't even thinking about what you just said, which is profound. Like you won in 2019, then Corona hit. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I had to go back in that space to where,
Yeah.
like, I guess and I was sharing this with a friend. Traveling, it'll definitely take your mind off of a lot. But once you
Hmm.
sit down and have to think about stuff, it's just like, oh man, I still got to get through this. I still have to go through this process because I still know I have to. When I minister, I got to tell somebody else how to come out. I got to, I mean, I got to help somebody else with this
There you
same
go again.
situation. So
There you
now
go
I'm in the
again.
spot where I got to deal with what I'm going through. I can't just travel it out. I can't sing it out. I have to deal with it.
Wow.
And
She
so
said,
oftentimes
travel
we
it
think of
out.
oftentimes we think we're over stuff because we're traveling and we're doing all this. No, sometimes when you sit there, you still got to deal with that. You still got to go through it. And so that's what I had to learn. And just like, you know what I mean? Just because you going and going doesn't mean you still don't have to deal with what you have to deal with so you can help
That's
somebody else.
That's deep. Well, God has a way. I think that whole COVID situation made everybody sit down and deal with
Oh,
themselves. And
yes.
as Apostle Dawson said, she said, go through the process and
Yes.
look at where you are. So you got a number one, you got one that's number four that's still climbing.
Yes.
That is that is dope. And another person, Donald, says it must be confronted. Like you said, you got to deal with
Yep.
yourself. Like
That's it. That's it. You got to deal
that's
with it.
huge. So I know you made it through that. You, like I said again, and for those of you that are just joining, congratulations. Throw those hearts up, those hand clap comments. She's number 4 for her second single. Prayer changes things. I think I said it correctly.
Prayer will change.
Prayer will change.
Yes,
So,
that's it.
oh, so hold on. We have a question in the audience that says, what made you release the churchy single first instead of something urban that was bold and extremely brilliant?
He said what made me release the churchy single first.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's
The
what he said.
I released so good was first. That's the urban one. Then I released prayer will change things. That's the
Okay.
church.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the order that
You
goes.
did the
But
order that. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, prayer
Okay.
will change things. I what made me want to release that one because I felt like that I showed people that I got the little the little urban side of me, but I want to also show in my ministry my diversity. You know what I mean? And
Yes,
so I
ma'am.
said, I know I'm churchy, and they always call me Mother Richardson back at home. My friends today, Mother Richardson. So I said, let me grab this song and let me turn this into a single or whatever. And
That's
so
funny.
my
You're my
friend
little Mother
Bailey Hinton
Richardson.
out of Mississippi. He wrote "Prayer Would Change Things." Man, me and him been friends for years, and so I've sung this song before. When I was carrying my son, I sung it. And so I think that's why it's so special to me. And I sung it like never before, and I still have the video. And so it's just like, man, yeah. I said I had to church it out, and so I wanted to be churchy this time. So I don't
Yeah.
know what's in store next, but all I know is that I'm so glad that everybody's enjoying the church side of me.
Yes, they are. Mother
Yes,
Richardson, as you said.
yes,
Listen, you gave him a little mother.
yes.
Someone says, come on, mother. Someone said it right. He said, come on, mother.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, as we're celebrating Women's History Month, I know most of my questions are going to be around that, but of course we'll flow. But what women were influences for you, industry wise or personally?
Um, I would definitely have to say personally, the women that influenced me is definitely my mother, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know why? It's just like even though I do ministry and even though we do ministry, it's just like mom. She shows me that it's still important, even though you're doing ministry. It's still important to have a business to support your ministry. Because so many people are caught up in just doing ministry and just doing that alone, and they get so caught up in it. But it's important to have your business together as well. And so I
Yes, ma'am.
think that's what inspires me so much because it's just like man, it's seeing that I can serve God and still be a successful woman in the business world as well. I don't have to just solely just be sold out in this and think, what I mean, this is what my income just gonna completely come from. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I do for God, not for the money, and it's not for anybody else, but it's for God. And so I think that's what inspires me the most, knowing that and just how to carry myself as a woman and just be
Mm-hmm.
a woman and how to handle business. And that's very important for me, just like growing up, man, because a lot of people lack the simple how can you say it, just the simple things. And so yeah, she definitely teaching me a lot. And so I appreciate my mom. She's definitely been that for me. She taught me how to be a mother. And even when I didn't know how, I can remember when I brought my son home and it's just like he didn't I couldn't get in the Acura. I guess I wasn't holding them right or whatever, but she taught me like she
She
taught me
said, I
things
could
like
give
that.
the
And so
effort.
man, it's just like, man, mom, I gotta be like you when I grow up. And it's just like, it's the small things for me. And so that's the only woman I can think of that really truly inspired me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Now, is your mom sing too?
Nah, my mom, she preaches now. She's a preaching machine. My dad and my mom, they preaching machines. But
So, are you the only one in your family that sings, or you have?
actually, my dad sings and my siblings, they sing too. But
Okay.
I think God just kind of gave me the icing on the cake. Look,
He
I
gave
told
you
them,
the
I said,
extra
look,
juice.
I told them, look, they probably watching this interview. I just be playing with them. I said, y'all, I said, I'm Alvin, y'all the chipmunks. They
That is
probably
too
watching
fun.
this. Shout out to you. I love my siblings, but yeah, we definitely come from a singing family.
Okay, are you the oldest?
No, I'm the baby girl.
You the
It's
baby girl. I
yeah.
figured. I was like, you either had to be the oldest or the baby. So you
Yep,
the
it's two
baby.
boys and it's two girls. So I'm the baby
Okay,
girl.
baby
Yes.
girl.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Are you spoiled?
Yes, I am actually very spoiled. It's almost like if I don't get my way, I ain't gonna lie, I do kind of get a little attitude, but I'm working on it.
Look, you gotta confront you. You gotta deal with it, right? You
Yeah,
gotta.
we got to deal with it. That's what I'm dealing. We dealing with these things, and we gonna be all right.
That's good. That's good. So
Yes.
your family, y'all all serving the same church together. So I take it your siblings, y'all are all on the worship team. Anybody play? Do you
Yes.
play instrument?
I don't play instruments. I don't play no instruments. Everybody always asks me, do I play keys? Because the way I sing, they say sometimes it sound like I got auto tune in my voice.
Okay.
So I'm just like, nah. I wish I played keys. I just don't have the patience. But yeah, my siblings they sing and play keys, play drum. My sister play drums, and she's a bad drummer. And so yeah,
That's so. When are we gonna get a little family something here soon?
I'm about to go. We just talked about it. I'm gonna start going live, and we all gonna go. You know, we're gonna start back singing, just like we kind of did. Corona can't hold me down.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna start back going live and singing, cause man, we did another video too, and it kind of reached a lot of people, and so we're gonna start back doing that. And I'm just like I said, though, I'm just excited about what God is doing for me, man, and just I'm able to be a blessing and kind of motivate my your family. I motivate my siblings, and so it's been an awesome journey. Just like just seeing what God is doing for me.
Listen, so when y'all go live again, make sure y'all let Gospel Central know so we can support and share and
I
help.
got
Because
you.
I'm pretty sure the audience and Toss Twit, we definitely want to make sure we don't miss it. So make sure we get a flyer, shoot us a flyer or something so we can
I
help
got you.
promote that. Because I'm pretty sure folks want to hear. So then, who? I guess you already said your mom. Hold on. So someone says, "Love that even my 12-year-old was singing Corona Can't Hold Me Down."
Everybody keeps they still sing that
They
song,
still
bro.
sing it, yeah,
And
because
I
it
don't know
can't.
what I don't know what it was that I really don't even know what it was that kind of pushed me to go live and do that song. I just woke up one day, like I said, and just we were just playing around and just decided to go live. I didn't know it was gonna go viral. It was crazy, but
But that's like sometimes the best when you just do what you do, what's in you. It sometimes is just the best. And the
yes.
fact that it's still people are still singing it, it's a
hmm
part of their devotional routine, as I mentioned to you earlier. I mean that's so. What's next for you? What can we expect next? We know you're going to be going live with the family, so that's going to be dope. I'm excited about that. The singles climbing.
hmm
We are going to decree and declare number one on that.
Yes, we decree and declare it. But you know what's next? I'm trying to work with my team, get with my team. I want to do something. I want to do an album. I did an EP. My So Good
Okay.
EP right now is available on all digital outlets. Go get it, you guys, if you haven't got it yet. Go
Yes,
stream,
ma'am.
go get it. But I definitely want to work on the album, and so we trying to work on something new. I'm trying to get on that and work on something different. And you guys just stay tuned. Y'all got my social media, my Facebook, Keyla Richardson. My Instagram is I am Keyla Richardson, and you can hit me up. I'm always posting, kind of letting everybody know, what I'll be doing next or where I'll
Hmm.
be. And so,
So, are you
yeah,
writing?
I'm writing. I got so many songs I've been
That's
writing, and
good.
I'm putting them together actually now. So I can't wait. This
Congratulations. I can't wait.
kind of this is my first time putting my writing skills together. So you guys.
Well, not really, because Corona Can't Hold Me was kind of like a writing thing too, right?
Yeah, I kind of
So,
wrote that, but just I'm saying like vamp and all that intro,
okay, I
outro.
got you. I got you. Like a full orchestrated song. I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
yes, ma'am.
Well, listen, y'all, make sure y'all support Miss Keela. I do have one last question or two.
Okay.
Who's your shero? And what advice would you give your younger self? Like another young lady like you that, wants to do music, is an independent artist. What advice would you give them?
What was the first question?
Who's your shero?
My
I was
hero.
your shero.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start with advice first.
Okay.
I do want to, kind of let those know that are pursuing what I'm, doing. That it's very important to keep God first and just like stay prayed up because even throughout this process, and I can't even say, even throughout my life being singing and just growing up and different people seeing your gift. I can't say I didn't make any wrong turns, regarding my career, because there were times I did, and so, but that's why it's so important to that I learned that direction is way more important than speed. So that's
Mm,
why it's important to stay prayed up. That's why it's important to keep God first, and always, just kind of work hard and keep pursuing it. Don't give up. Don't let people tell you what you can't do. Don't let all these people in your ear, because that's how you get confused. And so I just want
yes,
to let somebody know that just stay prayed up and just know what God is telling you. Hear from God, and I'm telling you, everything else will fall into place and everything will
that's
be all right.
good. That's good.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. All right. Well, y'all heard it here from Miss Keyla. Make sure you follow her on Facebook at Keyla Richardson, Instagram, I am Keyla Richardson, and get the EP.
Yes, get the
Get
So Good
the
EP.
EP. And again, congratulations on all your hard work, ma'am. I understand as an independent artist, it is not easy
No,
working with a couple groups myself. You're doing an amazing job.
thank you.
Thank you for being a great woman who is this definitely showing a woman of virtue, being a good role model for younger women. So we just thank you. And thank you for
Thank
stopping
you.
by Talks with
Thank you,
Toya and
Toya.
Gospel Central. I appreciate it. Somebody said,
Yes.
Sean, he said, get the EP.
Sean Keys, that's my producer. Shout out to you, man.
Hi,
He worked so
Sean.
hard on this EP. So good. Shout out to you, Sean. Appreciate it, man.
Man, all right. Thank you, Miss
All
Keela.
right.
Thank you guys for joining Talks with Toya, where we're always working and always serving, and we are always about him. Bye.
Bye.